Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on replication of this Jetpack system we have worked on. So now you can see here this big screen in the left is the server, and you can see it's properly replicates from server to clients. These two in the right are clients. So now here you see the client to client and client to server also replicates. And finally this one, I think especially it's also another client, so this is also replicates properly. And yeah, that's what we are going to work on today. And before we get started, as always, I'd like to remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects that I have done in my channel. So to the date, there are over 1700 videos, and for each video, the project file is available here in Patreon page. So once you become a member, you can download any project without a limit. So that would really help me to continue what I'm doing in my channel, so feel free to check it out. And let's get back to the tutorial. Okay, so first, to test for multiplayer, I'll set the number of players to 2 and net mode to standalone, not standalone, this play as listen server. Now here I'll choose new editor window because I need to get 2 windows, so it's easier for me to testing. So this is client and this is server. So as you can see, when I press shift, the server can fly. So now let's check the client. So here you can see already, even though the server is flying, the flame is not active, and here client cannot fly at all. So let's first fix the flame. So let me open the character. Now here Jetpack input. Here this part is responsible for activating the thrusters particle and the sound effect. So I'll create a new custom event. I'll call it toggle thrusters and add an input. So I'm going to use this instead of this individually activating these components here. So in order to replicate this, I'll add 2 more functions. One is toggle thrusters server. So I will run this on server. Use this on replicates options. I'll use run on server. And here toggle thrusters multicast, and I'll choose the replicates option to multicast. Now, so here when we run, so the multicast means replicates this event from the server to everyone else. So server executes this event locally too. Only call this from the server. So I have to run this function on server. So here when I call this event, this will be running on server. So that means here if I call toggle thrusters multicast, then this would replicate the thruster activate deactivation to everywhere. Now here, toggle thrusters multicast, here I will do the actual activation. For that, I mean these three components. Actually, I could use the sound also in the same node because that is also a component. Here, let's have a branch. If it is enable, activate, otherwise deactivate. Now, in this event, here, there is a macro called has authority switch. If we have authority, that means we are already in the server. So that means we can call toggle thrusters multicast with this input. If not, we will call this toggle thrusters on server. Alright, now let's test the client. Okay, no, oh, we didn't call these events yet. So here, toggle thrusters, call it with the enable, and here toggle thrusters, call it with the false, and now we don't need this anymore, and also these two. I'm not going to explain this part, I have already done that. So when we work on the Jetpack for the first time, so you can refer to those videos if you don't remember that part. Yeah, now it replicates from server to client, the activation of the particle, and it can fly. It was already able to fly from server to client. Also now the flame activation, thrust activation does replicate, but still I don't think it can fly. See, it can't. So the next part is how do we make it fly. So here we already have this toggle flying event, so let's replicate this event too. Let me collapse this to a node fly. Okay, now just like before, a custom event. Oh, what did I get? A custom event toggle fly multicast with an input enable and another toggle fly server. Yeah, so underscore, and now this one should be multicast and this one should be run on server. Break this and I'll connect multicast event here and here toggle flying multicast. here has authority. If yes, toggle flying multicast with this input. Otherwise, toggle flying server with the given enable input. Alright, now let's test. Server. Nice, it works. Now let's test client. Yeah, client also now can successfully fly. Okay. Awesome. One more thing. Let's see server client to client replication also. So with 3 players. Right. This is a client. This is a client. This is server. This is another client. Yeah, it does replicate from on all the ways, client to client as well. Okay, so with that we can stop this episode. And thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download in Patreon page. Link could be in the description below. And see you in another episode. Goodbye.